Ladies as well as gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. As I've said before, going up 2-0 means pretty much jack, squat, and diddly in these new brave worlds of today. Hearthstone Arena, because it gets hard real quick, real fast, and before you know it, you're out on your boot in the street with a poot in the beat. Anyway, this deck performed very well in the first two games. It will not do very well against decks that have a lot of removal, I suspect. And my opponents actually haven't really removed that much of my stuff. So I've gotten to keep most creatures on the board, which is nice. Jackalope the Paladin. God, that name is so familiar. Anytime I see someone with a familiar name, I assume they're good. I don't actually know. I don't really want 2-3 drops if I'm first. If I were second, I would of course keep them both. But as the first player, I'd rather mulligan more and hope to increase my odds of getting a Leper Gnome or one of my very, 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 very few 2-drops. It is not to be. This could be a bad start for sure. In the last game, I also had a bad start, but I was salvaged by top-decking Novice Engineer to trade against my opponent's Leper Gnome, and it all went uphill from there. Oh no, not a Knife Juggler, that's real bad. Oh god, do I play Explosive Trap just to kill the Knife Juggler? Yeah, actually, I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Don't shy away from this kind of a move. Yeah, there are some risks, but basically it's 2 mana kill a Knife Juggler and deal extra damage to the opponent. I mean, it's fine. Interesting choice here by my opponent. Unless he plans to pass and not attack with the Knife Juggler. That was a mistake. He should have attacked first. I mean, it doesn't matter that much, but this thing having 1 health versus 3 health could make a difference someday. You never know. You never know. Crazed Alchemist. Well, Crazed Alchemist always finds a use, but haha, not just yet. Wow, well, there's some new sound stuff. I don't know if it always like shined and sparkled on the taunt, but I don't think it ever made that noise before. Weird. Well, here's why you draft multi-shot. Crazed Alchemist. Nope, not yet. We're just gonna multi-shot here. That seems fine. Don't let paladins keep creatures. Swing for 3. The moment the taunt has not been relevant, it's just a 3/3 for 3. It'll probably go on minion swapping duty pretty soon here. Never mind. Oh, got that noise. I like it. I like the noise. I cannot play the Twilight Drake yet. I mean, I can. Ooh, I could play the Crazed Alchemist on this and have them trade, but then what am I doing with 3 mana? Nothing. Yeah, what I think I'd rather do is just play the Dark Iron Dwarf. I mean, if I'm going to go ahead and trade the bear for this engine, I might as well get a 4/4 on the board rather than a 2/2. So anyway, that was that. Hanging steady. I'm not really getting ahead against this paladin, but I'm not falling behind either. Twilight Drake. Okay. Okay, that's fine, I think. I think that's totally fine. So what we're going to do here is the following. We're going to go ahead and play Twilight Drake. Always play Twilight Drakes first. Then we're going to play Crazed Alchemist. Switcheroony. And we're going to trade the Dark Iron Dwarf for the Twilight Drake. This is not exactly how I want to be playing the game because my deck's going to run out of steam real soon. I took some animal. I think I took that Ironfur Grizzly, actually, over a Cult Master. That was the only card draw I saw besides my Novice Engineer. Didn't see any Buzzards this draft. Didn't see any Hyenas this draft. So, it's a bit screwy-dooey because I'm not necessarily like a late-game kind of man here. This is annoying. Flare. You know what it doesn't work on? Divine Shield. Okay, so balls. Okay, I think what I need to do... Does Crazed Alchemist find a use here? I'm gonna go ahead and play Crazed Alchemist on the Panda. This is not great by any means, but what it does is it makes it so the Panda doesn't kill the Drake by itself. I'm gonna play the Frostwolf Warlord to get a 7/7. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have any humility effects. I don't want to run into this myself, so we'll just go ahead and swing for 4 damage. And, well, at this point we're just holding our breath because innumerable terrible things can happen right now. And this is probably the most important turn of the game. Either I run away with the 7/7, or he, like, peacekeeps it, plays a Shattered Sinclair, kills my Drake, and it's GG. Well, Faceless Manipulator could be worse, so he's, well, it's about the same as having it peace kept. Oh, touche! That deserves a well played. That definitely deserves a well played. That was nicely done. Okay. Well, I could play the Fen Creeper here. And go for the race. I could hit him for 9, down to 12. Steady Shot down to 10. Still have a mana left over to Arcane Shot. I think that's my best chance of winning, is the race here. Otherwise, if I try to slug it out and trade, I'm going to lose, I think. So we're going to go ahead. I mean, I hate to Arcane Shot a creature, but I think the problem is that if I don't Arcane Shot this, these two guys do have the damage to kill the Fen Creeper, and then the 7/7 kills my 7/7, and he's probably going to win the long haul. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Steady Shot. And again, we're holding our breath here, but the idea is that if in 3 cards he can't get past this Taunter, and he doesn't have any buffs, which is granted a pretty dim hope against a Paladin, this 7/7 is gold. The 7/7 is going to go all the way to the distance. So we're holding our breath here. Ah, that's not good. That's bad. That's definitely bad. Oh, balls. So that's just bad. This 8/8 gets to kill my 3/6. God damn, that Defender of Argus just won him the game. Well, there were a number of ways that he could have won it. There was more than one way to skin a Hunter. Oh, well, okay, that just goes from he's going to win in a couple of turns to he's going to win pretty much immediately. Okay. I will kill him in 5 turns with Steady Shot. That's too slow. So let's go ahead and draw a card, because you should always draw cards first. For a mana. No Mission Inventor. What cards could I really even draw? I've already used Explosive Trap to kill the Knife Juggler, if you'll recall. Don't have any other traps. Deadly Shot. Oh, Deadly Shot could be good. Deadly Shot could be good. All right, we're going to go ahead and go for a card then. Tundra Rhino. Okay. Man, that Defender of Argus really sealed the nail here on my coffin. So I'll kill him in 4 turns, and he's got 12 damage already. He's going to kill me way sooner than that. You know, a Spellbreaker could do it for me. Spellbreaker could do it. A super lucky Deadly Shot could do it. It would have to be super lucky, because he's going to get at least 1 more creature here. Divine Favor. Okay, that's annoying. It's salt in the wound there. Yeah, Jackalope. I remember him being good, and he certainly crafted a mighty fine deck here. Oh, that's annoying. I had it! It was so close. I just needed him for 1 more turn not to have an answer, and he had, like, the best answer. Okay, am I dead next turn? 9, 12, 14, 16? Okay, I mean, technically I'm not dead. Technically. So we're going to go ahead and keep fighting the good fight here. Let's make an Animal Companion. Ah, thanks. I could win. I mean, I could give this thing charge and just, well, win soon, but this thing has a taunt. It's still possible that I'll win, though, so we'll do this. And we'll make this just to swarm it up.
Ready, sir.
Okay, I cannot attack with my No Mission Inventor because then the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will grow by 1, and he will have lethal, so we have to pass. If he has any kind of removal, any kind of damage, he wins. It's just, you know, almost impossible for him not to win, honestly. So here I go, again on my own, walking down the only road I've ever known.
I'll put it on your
He could have actually won right now if he had done this before he attacked. He could have won. Well, now he has more taunts. I mean, it doesn't matter, but he could have won. That was a well-played game. I can't kill myself, unfortunately. And I don't have any things that... I mean, if I had a kill command... Hey, there's another card I didn't see at all in the draft. Kill command. Yeah. There's really nothing I can do.
well played.
Could not get past 3 taunts, sadly. Okay, that was a bit of an annoying game. I just needed him for 1 turn not to have an answer. He was at like 10 health, and I had a 7/7 on the field behind a 3/6 taunt, and he just killed everything. God, that Defender of Argus and the Blessing of King was too good for me to deal with. I needed to see like a kill command in my deck. That would have helped. Starving Buzzard, I don't know, might have helped, might have not. I could have drawn my Silence, that would have helped. I could have drawn my Deadly Shot, that would have helped. So that game could have gone the other way, but I'll try to remember Jackalope is a very good Paladin player. It was a close game, but just couldn't quite pull it out at the end there. Okay, well anyway, that's encouraging at least that my loss was like a hard-fought loss. Open Burrito the Druid. Well, it's, I think, a tough matchup in some ways and an easy matchup in others. So what's good about Hunter versus Druid is, you know, if you do get the jump on them, as it were, Druids have a slight tendency to play more endgame focused decks, and you know maybe you'll get an advantage. with your early plays as the hunter. The disadvantage is that druids have board control with their hero ability and life gain, so that kind of screws you up in 2 ways. Do I coin out one of these guys? I don't actually think I do. That doesn't seem right. I think I'd rather do is coin out a bear and then the animal companion. And then save these. Oh no, I don't like this at all. Okay, well, there's pretty much exactly one out. And I have it. It's the deadly shot. So my opponent's going to be very disappointed about this. Innervate and Chillwind Yeti die to coin deadly shot. That favors me, because coin's not, oh, quote-unquote, real card. It's a good thing oh boy, it's a really good thing I didn't coin out this Crazed Alchemist, because otherwise I would have been quite screwed. Okay, so that's interesting. Crazed Alchemist on this is actually kind of nifty, but not really worth it. I'm going to go ahead, I'm not going to play Animal Companion, because if it does give me the Huffer, the Loot Hoarder will just kill it, and that would be a bit sad. So I'm not going to take that risk. I mean, I would have if I had nothing else to do, but since I have something else to do, there's really no point. This is what, it's going to be a 4-6, I think? It's going to trade the Loot Hoarder and the hero ability in to kill my bear. That is, of course, very sad. If I could have guaranteed this to be a 4-4 bear, or even the Leok, I would have done it. I just didn't want to take the 1 in 3 chance of, like, falling grossly behind. Okay, here's the Twilight Drake. Boom, baby. It's 4-6. It's pretty large for 4 mana. Druids do have one class-specific silence card, the Keeper of the Grove, and that could sort of wreck this thing's day. Well, not really. It would just trade with it. That's fine. Booty Bay Bodyguard is actually not good here. Ascension would have been better, because obviously this thing just kills the Booty Bay Bodyguard, lives to tell about it. And I have 2 options. I can either play the Crazed Alchemist, make this a 1-4, or I can play Fen Creeper and try my luck. Let's do that. So now this is where the Druid's hero ability is, you know, fair. Unlike, say, oh, I don't know, the Mage's hero ability, which could just kill this for free. Not only would the Druid have to take damage, 3, I'm subtracting the armor, but he can't, because there's a taunt. Because, you know what, that's what fair things do, is, you know, not be grossly overpowered. Anyway, done ranting. One of my annoyances about this patch is that Blizzard did literally nothing to change Mages. Which I think is kind of crazy, to be honest. I think Mages really needed a change. But, whatever. Can't do everything all at once, I guess. So I got a couple of options here. One option is I could play the Animal Companion, pray for a Leok that would let this half-dead Twilight Drake kill the Lord of the Arena. Why Papa Boris thinks Lord of the Arena is a bad card, volume 757. Another option is if this is not a Leok, oh man, it could be the pig or the, yeah. I could use Crazed Alchemist and make this a 6-3 and use that to trade with the Lord of the Arena. The problem with that move is that the Twilight Drake then would die to the hero ability of my opponent, unless this is the 4-4 bear. So what's the worst thing it could be? Well, it could be the Huffer. That would really be bad. It would just be very bad. But it's not terrible bad. It's not, as they say, terra-bad. So we're just going to go ahead and do it then, and hope it's not the Charger. All right, is the Leok. I got a little bit lucky there, but it wasn't just dumb luck. I planned for it. And, well, I'm not concerned about stealth, so I am going to cash this out here. The reason being, quite simply, that it's just a card for me. So let's get a card for 1 mana. Okay, seriously? Houndmaster? That's nice. Crazed Alchemist, can I play it without fucking everything up? Yeah, we'll aggressificate the Leok. I am not a fan of that at all, actually. But it doesn't die to swipe. It seems like it's probably okay. Unless my opponent plays like Kobold Geomancer plus swipe on the Fen Creeper, then I'll just cry. Should be okay, though, especially if I can play Houndmaster on it. I really just want this to live for the turn. That would be great. If this could just live, it's behind a taunt, you know, barring Wrath, got a decent chance of living. If he does have Wrath or something, this is pretty much the thing to kill, because it's buffing everything else. Alright, he's going to get a 4-6 Taunter, totally fair. And a Mad Bummer, oh my god, if that kills this Leok, I'm going to flip a bitch. So help me. Ooh, I like those bombs. Am I tripping, or do those bombs make a different noise than they used to? Anyway, here I think we're going to play the Houndmaster. I just can't see myself not doing that. Okay. I can actually Crazed Alchemist this back to being a 4-6, I guess. I don't even know, would that work? Is that what it would do? I think so. But how do I deal with this guy? I do want to kill it. Well, I could Crazed Alchemist on the Fen Creeper. That would make a trade. Or that. It would trade either way, basically. And then use my Arcane Shot to kill this Mad Bomber. Seems good. Let's go ahead and Crazed Alchemist number 2. Do that. Arcane Shot, that, and we'll swing for a lot of damage, 9 damage. So we're doing the overrun with creatures strategy. This is actually how I've lost more than 1 game against hunters. I'm a bit vulnerable to swipe, though. Swipe this, this dies, this goes to 1, hero ability finishes it off. I've got a 4-2 left over. Yeah, that's one card that would be pretty amazing for him here. And it's a common. And he doesn't have it, miraculously. Is it me, or is that animation a lot slower than it used to be? That was like really, really slow. You can't do that. I got taunt, I'm afraid. So you're going to take 6 damage to the face. Oh, man, I think I misplayed my last turn, to be perfectly honest. I left myself wide open to a swipe. You should never do that against a druid. Just never. I should have done something differently somewhere. Okay, anyway, here... Well, let's take a look if I can win 4, 6, 8... Well, yeah, isn't this just the game? I don't even need my Tundra Rhino. We'll just use Steady Shot, I think, for the first time this game, and give them a well played, and that's it. So I guess it's kind of cool. I have a hero ability that doesn't impact the board, and I still win games crushingly, which is nice. I guess my deck is maybe stronger than I gave it credit. All those 3 drops and 4 drops. Almost, but not quite. Listen to it. Listen to that clinking noise. Oh, it's so cute. Almost, but not quite, guaranteeing me, you know, strong plays in the early mid game. But, you know, it's a fragile thing. It's a fragile thing to base a strategy on. Your opponent could just as easily have, you know, a late game focused deck, let's say, and then he plays a couple of strong cards. Turn 3, turn 4, get a Shattered Sun Cleric or a Dark Iron Dwarf or Ascension Shield Master in there. I almost lost that game just because he innervated a Chillwind Yeti. If I hadn't had Deadly Shot, it would have been pretty much over. Well, as always, I'm first, and I got these 2 3-drops. I'm gonna keep them, and the reason is this is basically a 4-drop. It only costs 3 mana, but it's basically a 4-drop, so I don't mind playing these 2 guys in a row. So that's what we'll do. And it kind of sucks. I'm gonna be Steady Shotting. This does like literally nothing. Budacris. Oh my god, that's a really good name. Okay, this is the 3-drop hand. That's not bad luck at my deck. Can't really complain about it, because that's what I drafted. I think one of these could have been a Fairy Dragon. Alright, well here I think I'm going to go for the Animal Companion. There's a slight risk of badness if he does actually have a spell for the Mana Addict. Well, I get the Pig. This is good. We'll kill this creature, so we're going up a card already. That's awesome. Budacris, that's a really good name. Makes me ashamed here with my humble Borissimo. They also changed the window size. This used to be like really big on my screen. Now it isn't. Oh man, that was really good for him. I got up a card, but he just went right back. Okay, I do not actually want to play this because if it's another charging pig, it'll just die. So we're going to go ahead and play the Harvest Golem instead, which holds up very nicely. But we're in a fragile state here. If he plays a Shattered Sun Cleric or something, you know, he can kill off my Golem and keep this guy alive. That's also an annoyingly good card, but he attacks me, which is a very odd choice. I would have killed my Harvest Golem here. Wonder why he didn't do that. Well, whatever. It's fine by me. Let's take a look at the situation. Let's see. I want to do this for sure. I'm pretty sure. And I could Deadly Shot for safety's sake. Warriors do have a decent amount of burn potential. If I play a 3-drop, all I can do is Steady Shot, so that'd be dumb. If I play this, it doesn't quite kill that thing, so that seems dumb. We're gonna play the Silverhand Knight. So he will trade. The Core Crown Elite will trade with both of these. He can kill the Squire and then also kill the Silverhand Knight. But I do have this Harvest Golem here, which I can run into the Core Crown Elite. Ah, that's annoying. That's really annoying. So these do not die to the Tundra Rhino, the frickin' 3 health. He gets to kill now all the stuff, basically. Let's see if he cheekily kills my Golem first, or if he goes for my Silverhand Knight. He really should kill the Knight here, because the Golem pops back. Yeah, he makes a smart move here. Takes the trade while it's good. If I use the Chundering Rider to run into this Weaponsmith, it'll go down to 2 health, and then it'll die to the weapon, which would suck. I don't want to use Deadly Shot on that, though. That just seems pathetic. We're going to go ahead and see if we can flip a Leok. That sounds like a really weird phrase. Flip a Leok. Anyway, we'll do that. And let's go ahead and get this Imp Master down. Start the Imp Army. Don't forget to attack with your Golem. Now the button's highlighted green. So job's done. We're going to get to move on. One problem with the Imp Master is it's a free execute for your opponent, so you can kill this with 1 mana. That obviously sucks. This actually makes me really regret not playing Jungle Panther. I don't have a good answer to this Squire. Oh, he's more stuff? No, don't have more stuff. You suck. Oh, he's going to give him... I actually don't care about that very much. He might have wanted to consider using the Sun Fury Protector over here so that the Squire could hide behind the Knight, which I currently can't deal with. Okay, this... Oh man, this would have been actually really great if this were a 1-4. I'd have totally made it a 4-1 and traded. As it is, it sort of sucks. Okie doke. Well, here's what we do. Let's do this to kill the squire. And... Oh, I did this wrong. Sorry. I did this totally wrong. Oh god. Shoot, this sucks. What I should have done was I should have used the crazed alchem... Wait, no. What? No, I should have run him into the knight and then finished off with the golem. I guess there wasn't any way to do this well, was there? All right, well, let's just send it in. It's all right. It's not great, but it could be worse. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and play the crazed alchemist because now it'll trade with any of my creatures. This does actually allow it to kill the rhino where it previously couldn't, but previously it could kill one of my other creatures and live to tell about it. Here it's trading with the rhino. And I get to keep two other creatures. Yeah, this is a dicey situation, so here's where my deck sort of starts to suck a little bit. I know I have just got lots and lots and lots of 3-drops and 4-drops waiting for me. Granted, I've got some things that could be good. Like, I still got a Frostwolf Warlord in here. Sylvanas is fine, obviously. Okay, Deadly Shot. Well, it's been good. I mean, I had a Silence, so that would also be a fair thing to use against that Sunwalker, but Sunwalker is really one of the best things in the universe to Deadly Shot because it goes through the Divine Shield and the Taunt and everything. There's a risk to playing this, of course, which is that my opponent could remove it, say, with an Arcanite Reaper. But if he does, I'm alright with it. That's fine. He gets the Arcanite Reaper. Oh my god, that's really good. Yeah, oh, and he's gonna silence it. Okay, that deserves a well played. That deserves a well motherfucking played. Luckily for me, I have a silence, so I can silence that. Okay, let's play the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, for sure. Silence this. I don't want him getting my stuff, obviously. And what do we do here? Do we race or do we trade? I can deal 7, 9, 11 damage down to 8 health. All right, we're gonna go for the race here. Bit risky, but feel like I've got a decent chance at life here. He's gonna have to work kind of hard to get rid of my stuff. Now he does have 9 mana and 4 cards. Definitely could do it. And of course he's a warrior, so I can't burn him out with my hero ability. It's a bit of a risk here for sure. Alright, Flesh-Eating Ghoul's a good target. He's got the Execute there and 8 mana left. Okay. He now needs to deal with this other stuff. Shield block, well, it's interesting. It gets to draw a card, and 5 life is a lot of life. So he's at 13. Fiery War Axe. That doesn't help him in the race, because he's going to take the damage from whatever creature he kills. But it might help him in the long run. I don't like how this is looking at all, actually. I can get him down to 3 health. Oh my god, that was the top deck of the century. Okay, so we're going to ignore his stuff. We're racing here. We're racing Mason. I'm gonna play this dude over here. Okay, so this is one time where the Panther's actually okay. Even after he hammers up, the Panther plus hero ability will kill him. The axe is more or less useless as long as... Well, the axe is just useless. That's the word I can't pronounce. Rampage is gonna kill off my Fen Creeper. Fine. Armor up. Still looking to die. He can kill a creature and draw a card with Loot Hoarder. He's still dead. Does he have the answer? Ah, he has the answer. I need like an Arcane shot here. Arcane shot or multi-shot would do it. Yeah. If I don't have either of those things, though, I can get him down to 1 health, which is not really good enough. Houndmaster. You know how much that doesn't help? It doesn't help, like, ridiculously much. Oh, my God. Okay, here's the thing. I think playing this and attacking is just dumb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the Golem away. The reason for that is I want to take away the option from him of playing Cleave. A Steady Shot. I'm going to keep this in my hand. The reason for that is if he armors up and I draw removal for this, I want to be able to play the Houndmaster and have the buff be enough to kill him. Of course, my Steady Shot should be enough for that as well, but, man, this sucks. This is why Taunt is good, people, and you need to stop underrating it. Now, he's hitting me for 13 damage because this thing is a giant. Man. came so far and we tried so hard. And in the end, it didn't even matter. I have my last chance to draw. Yep, he's cleaned out his hand. My last chance to draw an out. Dark Iron Dwarf. Not helpful at all! Oh my god! Ah, Jesus Christ. I guess I could have played this last turn, then he would have had to kill it instead of hitting me. Now he just wins. Motherfucker. Ah, that game sucked. Oh, jeez. I had so many outs in here. Multi-shot, arcane shot, even like an animal companion for a chance to charge. Explosive trap. I mean, so many outs. Nothing. Balls. Well, those are two very hard-fought losses. That's not going to be much consolation to me, though, if I go out at 3 wins in this arena. Maybe I could have played that game a bit more precisely. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to race. I put him in a do-or-die situation, and then he did. He had that stupid taunt, that Booty Bay Bodyguard single-handedly won him the game. Motherfucker. Ah, oh, it's annoying. Okay, well, let's see how far we can go before we poop out. This has not been an impressive streak for me lately, unfortunately. Another druid here. Zachary. I think I've played this person before. God, this name seems really familiar. I think I'm inclined to say that he's like on the lists, like the top players of the region list. Oh, thanks game for giving me the 1-player curve when I'm second player. Okay, I'll send back my 5-drop. What I'm going to do is see maybe if I can get another 3-drop by turn 2. And then I'll play like the Animal Companion and then the 3-drop with the coin in a row. I mean, playing a 2-2 is a little bit underwhelming. If your opponent plays 3-2, I guess it's fine. But if he plays a 2-3, it really, really sucks. And you get off to a bad start. Okay, that's not a 3-drop. Oh, man. Bet I could have won that game. Knife Juggler is actually really hilarious because if I play the Crazed Alchemist, I have to target the Knife Juggler, making it a 2-3, making it survive. So I can't actually do that, which is really hilarious for sure. So he's thinking maybe he has an Innervate and another 2-drop, and he's wondering whether it's worth it to put them out. Not sure what else would cause all that thought. Oh, thank goodness. Well, the Arcane shot, you know, I'd rather have seen it last game than this game, but I guess I'll take it. It's still good. And it's good to get rid of that Knife Juggler. So I guess I've caught some bad breaks in this arena, but I've also caught some good breaks. You know, I did have the Deadly Shot, my Singleton Deadly Shot in that game against the other Druid who played turn 2 Chillwind Yeti. That's fine. It's not immediately useful, but it's okay. It holds up against this thing reasonably well. That's annoying. But whichever animal companion it would have been, he could have done the same thing.
A natural mistake.
He forgot to use his hero ability. That's why he's saying a natural mistake. Twilight Drake is a 4/7. That's pretty good here. A silence on his part would be very good. Let his Argent Squire or his hero ability kill off my Drake, his pick. He appears to not have it, unless that's an owl. Nope. Okay. Good times. You know, I'm just gonna do Spellbreaker on this. Well, hang on. I mean, it could be better later. No, I'm gonna just Spellbreak this golem. Use it or lose it, and then we'll kill it. Leper Gnome is not really playable here. He can just kill it with his hero ability. But actually, I wouldn't mind. Let's actually do this. Wouldn't mind if he wanted to hero ability and attack this, because he'd be spending a third of his mana doing that rather than, like, you know, playing actual stuff, which is fine by me. Sylvanas actually is okay against, like, Ironbark Protectors. If you already have it on the board and your opponent plays Ironbark Protector, you can run into the Ironbark Protector, and as long as that's the only creature your opponent has, you will steal the 8/3 damaged Ironbark. So it's kind of nice to have this in my back pocket. I'll have to keep an eye on the clock here. He's going to use the Argent Squire and the Leper Gnome, which is good and bad, so he doesn't get a card, but he has something good. Okay, this is one of the major changes, I think. The Argent Commander is a 4/2 now, rather than a 4/3. I think it's a very good change. Okay. And Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. Wait. Yeah, I think this is really good right here. Let's make this a 2/4 so that my Twilight Drake takes less damage. And here I've got 5 mana at my disposal. Well, I think now, rather than playing one of these 3 drops, I will go ahead and do Sylvanas.
I have no time for games.
So it's risky playing her by herself, like, because you could Starfire or something, but it's also nice because it inhibits your opponent potentially from...
I hear you got a problem.
Okay, that's a little bit irritating. I'm gonna play the high main here. And the reason for that is that it's really good to trade into this Ravenholt Assassin. So this is a really great illustration of where the Ravenholt Assassin is just no good. It's a 7/5, you get to hit me for 7 damage, sure, but you're not winning up to this point. So it sucks for you. Is he gonna get an Iron Bark? He is gonna get an Iron Bark. Alright, touche. So he took out my Sylvanas, which is fine. Okay, well, let's go ahead before I do anything else. Let's draw a card. If I get a Houndmaster, that'd be pretty spectacular. I did not, but oh my god. Deadly Shot's pretty good. I'm going to also Flare here, just to see. I am almost certainly going to be playing Deadly Shot, though. It's pretty good as far as good things go. Doop. And we'll swing for a lot of damage. What's really great is that... I'm not gonna say anything. I think saying anything there would just be douchey. You never know if the opponent's just saying that jokingly or like because he's actually pissed. Ooh, is it a last turn? Oh no, it is not an irrelevant last turn giant. It is an 8/12 with taunt, and look at me already having used my silence. Can I actually bust through this thing? 6, 8. Oh my god. 6, 10, 12. I wish I had another Crazed Alchemist. That would be awesome. Okay, well, let's do this and see what I get first. The Leok would be good, and I got the Leok. Well, truth be told, that was fortuitous, and we get to win the game on the spot. I think I probably had it there, but, you know, it was nice. I deserved a break, don't you think? Don't you think? Oh, he's a polite man. He was just saying that friendlily. He's giving a well played at the end. That's how you know. Okay, well, it was a good game. We had the right cards when we needed them, but you know what? That's why I draft the cards, is so that they will go into my deck and so that I can draw them during the games. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken those cards. So 4 and 3 is fine. It's, you know, not great, of course. I'd like to get to 5 because well, we do supposedly have, like, you know, rejiggered rewards. It's according to the patch notes, the arena rewards have been reconfigured, so they didn't specify. You don't know exactly what it is. It could be, like, made worse or something, but I'm hoping they made 4 wins suck a lot less, and I'm hoping they gave more gold throughout. Das ads. Okay. Lots of druids today. Alright, this is great. I am second, and I got all this stuff. Well, we only really need 1 animal companion. Well, no, I'll play 1 on turn 2, this on turn 3, this on turn 4. It's like a 4-drop, so yeah, this is fine. And then Deadly Shot in case he does any more, like, Innervate, Chillwind Yeti shenanigans. I love these new sound effects. Okay, nothing on turn 1. Have not had my Leper Gnome on turn 1 yet, which, whatever, of all the things to complain about, it's not that big of a deal. He has a slow start, which is just fine by me. Again, druids, maybe, I don't know if this is actually true, but maybe a bit more likely than other classes to have a slow start just because they have a tendency to play with bigger cards. This bear is pretty good. I think I would have actually rather had the charging pig there. That would have been the best, but the bear is definitely better than the Leok, so it's fine by me. And the Novice Engineer, I didn't play that on my turn. The reason is, well, if you look, I got a 4/4 instead, which is pretty awesome. Naturalize! Whoa! So he just naturalized my 3-drop and gave me 2 cards. So he's going way down on cards here. Risky move. And he still has nothing, so he's like gearing up for the end game, but he's going down on cards. If you're gonna gear up for the end game, going down on cards is not how you want to do it. Well, I like what happened with the last animal companion. I got 2 cards out of the deal. Got the Leok. Well, that is the worst one, unfortunately, but if it lives, well, then, you know, it'll actually be all right. Unfortunately, he had such a slow start, I figure he's got to have 4-drops. So I think I'm going to have to be Deadly Shotting this turn and playing a Leper Gnome. If I were a guessing man. Although, God, Leper Gnome sucks. It just dies to swipe. Everything dies to swipe. I don't know if I like that. Well, I'd rather do that than just leave it sitting in my hand stupidly, so it's fine. He's thinking a lot. You know, this is the kind of thinking a man might do when he's got a swipe and he's wondering, do I use it? Or do I save it for a better time? And he chooses to use it. This is actually very annoying now that I got the Leok, because I would have loved to just be able to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Either of the other two animal companions would. Flesh-Eating Ghoul here seems weak. Deadly Shot seems really weak just to kill a Flesh-Eating Ghoul, but I can't kill this thing in any other way. That sucks a lot of donkey dongs. Oh, man. Cannot Novice Engineer and Deadly Shot. Cannot Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Oh, God, that sucks. Sucks a lot of schlong dongs. Okay, I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm going to play Flesh-Eating Ghoul, Leper Gnome, and I'm just going to ignore that Flesh-Eating Ghoul of his. So, the idea is that with the Leok, these guys actually trade against the Flesh-Eating Ghoul that he has. Of course, he could swipe it, or Starfall it, or something, and then everything would go to hell. But, I don't know, there didn't seem to be anything that great there. Plus, if Hell freezes over, and two of these creatures actually live, I got a 6/6 next turn. Naturalize! Oh my god, what is with these naturalizes? That is not how you're supposed to use that card. You're supposed to use it, you know, to kill endgame creatures, not your opponent's 3-drops. Holy ball cows. Alright, there's the swipe, so he clears everything out. Okay. Well, not a big fan of how this opponent is playing, but I guess, you know, if I let him hit me too many more times, I could be in a bit of trouble. Sylvanas is terrible. The Flesh-Eating Ghoul just kills it. Multi-shot, I wish I could play it. Deadly Shot seems weak just to kill the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Can I afford to get hit one more time, though? I'd love to play this, but it doesn't quite kill the Ghoul. I think I'm going to Deadly Shot this and trust my instincts. Well, shit. I don't know. My instincts actually tell me to play this. It'll trade with the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and if he uses the Flesh-Eating Ghoul to kill the Squire, then plays more creatures, then multi-shot will finish this Ghoul off. I like that plan. I'm going to do this. I think I can afford to get hit for 5, is what I'm saying. Down to 17 against a Druid. A little bit dicey, but I think I'd be okay. Plus, I have such overwhelming card advantage here that, I don't know. Seems like a decent move. I could pay for it. We'll see. Even if he plays a Boulder Fist Ogre, multi-shot plus this will kill the Ogre. I guess like a Sunwalker is what I couldn't really deal with here. Power of the Wild to buff that. Well, that's interesting. I don't... Well, we'll see what he does before I pass any judgment. Okay, so plot to kill the Squire, I assume. Yep, okay. I'm waiting to see what he does with this Flesh-Eating Ghoul so I can decide whether the Power of the Wild was a mistake or not. Raised Alchemist. Okay, that's interesting. So what he did there was he made it so that he could kill my knight and live to tell about it. In doing so, however, my opponent walked headlong into multi-shot. I don't know if it's a mistake, but... Or a conscious decision. But it's certainly going to bite him in ye old ass here. So we're going to draw a card. The worst thing about that turn for him is the fact that he didn't deal any damage to me, so now he's in a really awkward position where he's like massively cards behind. Even if we take away the 2 naturalizes, or the 2 naturalizes, which gave me 4 cards, I'm still ahead on cards. Like, even without those naturalizes, I've got 5 cards to his 3. So the naturalizes just puts me in ridiculous territory, and he's behind on cards, not close enough to burn me out. He's just in a lot of trouble. What is... Alright, whatever. I guess that's fine. I guess I have so many cards I don't need more cards, so that's kind of makes sense that he would do that, I suppose.
Drink with me, friend.
He's gonna put that back in his hand. Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on in this game. I cannot tell what's happening here. Halfway from the bridge to Tuesday. Okay, this is crazy. So I actually lose a card. I'll give him a well played for that. That was cute. Okay, I can use the Dark Iron Dwarf, trade the Engineer, and kill the Panda that way. Don't really want to let him keep his creatures around. If I do this guy and kill the Panda that way, interestingly, I cannot play anything else that I have, which is sort of annoying. If the Dark Iron Dwarf, I can actually play the Harvest Golem. Aha. So yeah, we're going to do this. Do I call it a weapon? I sure do. I sure do. Okay, so he still has a Cold Light Oracle up in here, which means I'm going to get up to 10, and again, I'm going to lose another card. Is he trying to fatigue me? Is that what he's going for? If this guy actually fatigues me to death, I'll be mighty impressed. But I really feel like I should win this game just because of, well, overwhelming card advantage plus Deadly Shot in case he plays Ironbark Protector. Gnomish Inventor's obviously going to sit on the bench for a while here. That's not really playable at the moment. I have a lot of my expensive stuff here, so it's I kind of wish I had more mana. I wish I were further into the game so I could like play multiples of this stuff. As it is, I can only play actually at 8 mana one of these cards. He's gonna shoot my golem, and does he have a? Well, he can't swipe. He's only got 3 mana. Is he gonna hit it with his hero ability? It's not hot. It means my golem comes back damaged and kills the Stormpike Commando. Why Papa Boris thinks Stormpike Commando is a bad card. Volume 517,087. Can I get a cheap creature, please? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't think Crazed Alchemist found a use here. I don't think it did. Okay, we're gonna do... Well, shoot. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it on my dwarf. And I guess, actually, I'm gonna flare here. Because, again, druids don't have secrets, so I might as well draw a card. Oh, no! I don't want to draw cards. Oh, God, I shouldn't have done that. I really don't actually want to be drawing cards. We'll play the Frostwolf Warlord as a 7/7. It's pretty good. Use my golem to kill off bad card X, and we'll swing for 4. So really, my opponent's making this into a slog, but I gotta feel like I'm gonna win this game. I don't know what he could have. He's got a Cold Light Oracle and 4 cards. I just don't know how he can overwhelm all the stuff I have yet to play. Especially when I'm holding Deadly Shot. I mean, I'm a little bit far from fatigue. 10 cards is a bunch of cards. Okay, I'm going to go down to 8 after he plays the Cold Light Oracle, but still, it's a lot of cards that I have here. And I'm going to start dealing damage soon, so he needs to, like, deal with my stuff and also protect himself from more stuff. Twilight Drake is 4/5. It's impressive enough. As a Chillwind Yeti, it's good. Swipe here. Take out my Dark Iron Dwarf. Seems like a reasonable decision. Okay. I'm gonna... Do I start to race him? I can get him down to 15. Deadly Shot's a bit scary. But you know what? Honestly, it's fine. I'm just gonna do Deadly Shot. It's okay. We'll do Deadly Shot. And I'm gonna play Sylvanas. So if he does, you know, play an Ironbark Protector, I can just run in and steal it. And then keep on swinging. So he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He needs like Ironbark Protector and an Ironbeak Howl to silence this. And then I can still have enough damage to brute force my way through the Ironbark. So yeah, he's just, you know, like I said a few turns ago, he's losing. It's just taking a while. He's playing a bit slow. Cold Light Oracle. Okay. Those are actually not that helpful, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. He's got 5 cards with which to answer my board. And I guess... he could kill me. I'm at 20. I mean, I could, like, play some amazing cards or something and just overwhelm me. That, however, isn't going to do it. Okay. Well, this seems totally fine. Let's just go ahead and, well, hang on. Can I win? Oh, my God. Jesus. I almost got bamboozled by this Core Hound. I'm pretty sure I can win here. 12. Yeah, I just win with what I have. Wow. Oof, that was... Notice how my opponent, that stealthy dog, he just didn't say well played or anything. He passed the turn and I almost missed the win. So that's why I keep telling people not to say well played. It really does make a difference sometimes. Okay, so we got our 5th win, which is nice. 6 wins, of course, is a success. Oh, I'm sorry for not watching those keys change. I'll do that in my next video. I'll try to remember to watch every key as it changes so we can see all those snazzy new animations. Okay, so managed to get to 6 wins. That is a success in my book. We're up against a mage. It feels like a hard matchup. I mean, not just because mages are overpowered and they haven't been nerfed, but because, first of all, my hand is terrible, and second of all, oh boy, do I keep this? Yeah, I'll keep it. It gets rid of mirror images. My hand is terrible, and second of all, you know, as a hunter, I have no board control from my hero ability. My opponent has the best board control, so you're just fighting down. And I'm first instead of second, so I can't make a turn 2 play besides Explosive Trap, which is potentially awful to play on turn 2. We'll see. If it's like a Sorcerer's Apprentice, I will play it. Knife Juggler? Alright, I'll play it. So, again, it may look bad, and it definitely isn't great to do this, but basically, this is 2 mana kill Knife Juggler, and it deals 2 damage to the opponent. Don't really care about that too much, but 2 mana kill Knife Juggler, if you look at it, what logically it's doing, is fine. My opponent either made a really great move or a really terrible move right there. She now seems to realize that if that's an explosive trap, she just threw away a card for nothing, and she's wondering whether or not to attack. Maybe she was checking for snipe. But remember, folks, always check for explosive trap before you check for snipe. Okay, what we'll do is play a Panther. This is actually kind of hilarious, because what I do now is I'm like, alright, how many turns do you want to not attack me? Mage. She's just going to draw some cards. And deal damage to everything. That's fine. I'm alright with that. Yep, stealth is pretty good. Stealth is a pretty good ability as far as abilities go. Wouldn't it be great if this weren't explosive trap? If the secret weren't explosive trap, if it were like something dumb like freezing trap or whatever, it would just, my opponent would be so silly. Not dealing 6 damage to me here. Alright, she goes for it. It is explosive trap though. Well, I don't really understand her play. I mean, I guess she should, if she was going to attack into it, she should have attacked into it last turn. I guess perhaps she didn't count on me making a move that she couldn't react to. Definitely going to play the Houndmaster here, as tempting as it would be to do other stuff. First of all, this uses up all my mana. Second of all, it makes it so that I can attack with the Tiger and not have it auto-die to my opponent's hero ability, which would be, you know, a very good use of that hero ability to kill a 4/1 creature. So now she has to work for it. I smell a Cone of Cold. Frostbolt. That's not as bad as Cone of Cold. I'll take it. Oh, what else do you have? Oh, Argent Squire. Ah, that's annoying. So the 3/2 does cancel my 4/3, which is a bit sad. Do I start swinging for the fences? Do I play this? This actually seems pretty good. I'm going to actually start swinging. I don't like doing that trade. She didn't have removal last time, except for the Frostbolt, so I'm hoping she doesn't have it this time. If she does have a Cone of Cold, though, that would suck a lot. Wolf Rider, it's alright. I'll take it. Okay, well, I don't want to play this as a 5/5. That seems a bit sad. So we're going to go ahead and play an Animal Companion, see what we get. Leok, okay. And I'm going to actually play a Flesh-Eating Ghoul here. And although this feels emotionally wrong, I'm going to do this because I don't want to deal 3 damage just to have this die to my opponent's hero ability. Let's go ahead and do the trade, grow our Flesh-Eating Ghoul to be a 5/3. I would say that was a pretty good turn. Put a lot of stuff on the board. I'm doing fine on cards. Still a turn away from Flame Strike, which I was hoping would get nerfed to cost more mana this patch. Alas, we'll have to wait until open beta. And then the Frostbolt, well, if by a miracle these guys survive, I will play this as a 6/6. If these guys don't survive, I have a decent turn. I can swarm up and play the Animal Companion. If we were coming up on turn 9, I could do this and this in the same turn, which is obviously great, but I can't. Does she have a secret? She does not have it. Well, she could still have a secret. She does not have a secret. Okay. This thing is a bit unfortunate here. I'd like to play the Animal Companion just to see if I can get a Leok, because then it would let this guy kill this off. Let's take a look at the situation here. So we have 7 damage, 9 damage, down to 9, plus I get to put a Frostwolf Warlord down. Yeah, I'm going to just do that. Let's go ahead and do... Whoa. Well, if I play the Leper Gnome, I don't get to Steady Shot. Yeah, I'm going to Steady Shot instead of doing Leper Gnome. So we're going to do this, this, and Steady Shot. So my idea here is that even though a Flame Strike would let her clear out the board, I've got her down to the point where I can kill her in 5 turns, at least. This is accelerating me even more by 2, and then this could also be more damage. She had the Flame Strike. Well, that's life. Felt like that was my best chance of winning, so I took it. We'll see what happens here. So I do want to draw... Well, no, I don't want to draw a card yet. Let's go ahead and do this, see if I can get the Charging Pig. I got the worst thing possible. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and do... Well, hold on. Let's get the Leper Gnome down here, I think. This and this. So I missed a chance to Steady Shot. What the? Wow, that was a new graphic. I missed a chance to Steady Shot, but I felt like putting stuff on the board was more valuable. We'll see if she can deal with this. If she can, I'll regret that I didn't Steady Shot. Cone of Cold. Ah, fuck you. Okay, definitely regret not Steady Shotting last turn. That's life, though. Okay, we're gonna draw a card now that we need them. Steady shot. And honestly, I don't have any kill commands, so there's no reason to...
Do that.
Okay, really?
I can't do that.
Can I really not play my Iron for a Grizzly? Okay. Really? This is a bit of a frustrating bug. I would like to play the Iron for a Grizzly because it buys me some time with its tauntingness. Oh god. Well... Oh, my creatures are moving around as well. That's awesome. It said Iron for a Grizzly! Hang on.
My apologies.
I hope my opponent understands what's going on. Iron for a Grizzly, and okay. Got the Iron for a Grizzly. It was totally worth it. So she's dead in 3 turns. Should have been 2 if I had steady shot it a turn ago. That could make all the difference. Fuck, God, I should have steady shot it instead of playing the Dragon Lane mechanic, because this has done absolutely nothing. Oh, goodness gracious. So she's just clearing out my board, which is fine. It's buying me kind of more time. If she's not dealing damage to me, that means I have more time to deal damage to her. Oh, that's scary. Oh, God. That lack of a steady shot might have cost me the game. Okay, we're gonna... well, I definitely want a steady shot. We're gonna Crazed Alchemist. Okay, we'll play Imp Master. And I'm gonna Crazed Alchemist this to decrease the damage it does. That's pretty much all I'm doing there. Okay, so an Arcane Shot would... Did I already have... No, I did not have Arcane Shot. An Arcane Shot would win me the game. Steady Shotting a couple of turns ago would have won me the game already. And now my stuff's all frozen. Can she kill me in 2 turns? It's gonna be close. Let's take a quick look. Oh, she's killing a creature. Interesting. So... 6, 9... Yep, she's got me dead. Fuck. Get her down to 1, play Sylvanas, pass the turn, and hope she doesn't notice that she has the kill. Oh my god, that game was really frustrating. I'm pretty sure if I had steady shotted rather than doing Dragon Link mechanic, I would have won. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I would have drawn Arcane Shot, I would have also won. But, you know how it is. Well played. So, yeah, you learn your lessons. When you get those tense situations, you gotta steady shot while you got the chance. I also ran into Flame Strike headlong, which maybe was a mistake.
Use your praise keeper.
Thanks, Innkeeper. Alright, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and/or subscribe, and let's begin our endgame rituals here. I'm going to change the names from Papa Boris' Happy Fun Time Bonus Hour. What? Interesting. Well, we know now that restructuring means they put the prizes in 3 boxes. I assume you're not actually getting any less prizes. You're just getting all your dust, all your gold in 1 box kind of a deal. Okay, that's awful. And 50 gold for 5 wins. Well, okay. 50 gold is totally fine, because what that means is that I broke even. Ooh, I like this new animation. I like it a lot. 50 gold means you broke even compared to just buying packs raw. So it's like its own kind of mini victory if you can get 50 gold from your arena. Okay, ordinary pack. Pretty sure I have all these cards. What the? That was a different animation. They changed so many graphical things. I wish they had spent that time fixing mages instead of updating graphics, but whatever. 5 commons here because that Inner Rage was not even a gold, so great. Let's go ahead and disenchant that and take a sneak peek at our next arena. So I'm definitely going to make what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the same spreadsheet for my lifetime victory stats, but I'm going to make a new spreadsheet for gold gains because it's clearly very different now. Shaman, Druid, or Rogue. Shaman just will not stop coming up. I don't know which of these I'm going to play. We'll find out next time. I'll see you then. Take care.